Ladies and gentlemen, 4.0 in our situations right now, there is much of something that's really developed right now, ladies and gentlemen, especially in some technology side, ladies and gentlemen. We know that if we want to buy something, if we want to order something, it will be easy, ladies and gentlemen. Based on this motion, this house regret merger and acquisitions within the tech industry, ladies and gentlemen. Let's rebuttal what the government team say that. The government team say that merging and acquisition are unjustified in tech industry, ladies and gentlemen. And it can access and their data can access by two industry, ladies and gentlemen. We have to know, ladies and gentlemen, what is the access data means, less, and we know that in Indonesia there is have some rules that some company have to keep their data users, because there is a rules, or there is some UUD, there is by Indonesian less and gentlemen. We know that if some data can access by two industries, that will be it will bring good impact to the users, less and gentlemen. And we know that during two companies work in rules of Indonesian's rules, it's just a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. The industries work in Indonesian's rules, it's a good impact, ladies and gentlemen. And the government team say that it's changed the user privacy and terms, ladies and gentlemen, and it make the user confused, ladies and gentlemen. We have to know, ladies and gentlemen, merging and acquisitions, it just mean you make a simple things, ladies and gentlemen. For the example, like Lazada and Gojek, it's the owner just make some things that will be a simple one from the before, ladies and gentlemen, because we know that merging in some we combine two application and different things at the first, ladies and gentlemen. Let's come to the argument, ladies and gentlemen. We know that what is the purpose of merger and acquisition itself, ladies and gentlemen. We know that the first thing is merger and acquisition can be happen. It's because it's simple to use for a users, ladies and gentlemen. For the examples like Lazada and Gojek, if the Lazada and Gojek, Tokopedia and Gojek combine their company, ladies and gentlemen, it means they make some simple new things, ladies and gentlemen, because we know that some Tokopedia and Gojek combine, it mean how they make some simple things, ladies and gentlemen, and make it really easy to use, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, the easy things will not burden the users, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, it's really mostly help the users, ladies and gentlemen. So the merger and acquisitions is really important, ladies and gentlemen. For the example, as Tokopedia and Gojek, you can access two things in one app like Buto, ladies and gentlemen. As we know that if some Tokopedia and Gojek combine in one app, it will help the users with simple things, ladies and gentlemen. And we know that you can use one app to access two things, less and like you wanna order something or you wanna buying something. You can access in one app. It means that how the merger and acquisitions will be make it be a simple things, less and gentlemen. And we have to know it's really have a good benefit, because first because it's make the user will be easily to use, and we know that if the app easy to use, that much of user will using that apps, ladies and gentlemen. And we know that if there is much of users, the app or the application will be developed, ladies and gentlemen, because much of user use that apps because it's simple, ladies and gentlemen. And we know that if there is much of users, the company will get much of money, and much of money will bring a good impact to our country itself, ladies and gentlemen, because ladies and gentlemen, the companies will pay some pajak to our country. So if there is much of users in these simple applications, that will bring good impact to our country, ladies and gentlemen. For example, what what is the purpose of merging? First, if you have two chosen, you want to choose the easily apps of the hard apps, you will choose the easily one, ladies and gentlemen, because this easily application that will help you to do what you want, ladies and gentlemen. Because, ladies and gentlemen, these situations right now, we know that there is much of peoples will choose the easily one. They didn't want to download some hard applications that will make their confused, ladies and gentlemen. And we know that it's really bring a good impact to our country itself, ladies and gentlemen. And secondly, ladies and gentlemen, we know that in some industry, in some tech industry, there is much of competitions, ladies and gentlemen, and mostly much of their competition is a harm competition, ladies and gentlemen. It's really bad, ladies and gentlemen. So merging and acquisition is the way that to decrease the competition between the company in tech industry, ladies and gentlemen. Because we know that if some two company merging, it means we decrease the competitions of between two company, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, we know that some competition it's a bad thing, and we have to stop it, and it's gonna be stopped, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about data, ladies and gentlemen, talk about data that government team say that sell data or not save data, it's just your anxieties, ladies and gentlemen. That's only the government team anxieties, ladies and gentlemen. Because we know that if some privacy, you want to change user privacy, you have to ask the users to permission, ladies and gentlemen. The user want it or didn't want to change their account, ladies and gentlemen. It's mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's really safe, and it's safe to the users, ladies and gentlemen. Because, ladies and gentlemen, in some application there is a feature that's privacy feature. The users will get a permissions to the owner or not give a permission, ladies and gentlemen. So it's really safe. Like sell of data, like not safe data, it's just the government anxieties, ladies and gentlemen. And we know that privacy feature in Indonesian, there is some rules of law in Indonesian, ladies and gentlemen, that the companies of application should following the rules, ladies and gentlemen. So there is no problem in data like privacy or something else like that, ladies and gentlemen. And moreover, ladies and gentlemen, you can use one data in one account, ladies and gentlemen. For the example, you have some Tokopedia account, but you can access it in Guto or something as like that, ladies and gentlemen. It's really simple to the users, ladies and gentlemen. As we know that some sale of data of not safe data, it's there is in Undang-Undang Dasar in 28 Pasal 28G, ladies and gentlemen. So like sale of data or not safe data, it's not a matter in our situation right now. That's all my argument. I ask oppositions really not support this motion. Thank you.